Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, in our SG50 Jubilee Specials, we'll be having an exclusive interview with brave Lieutenant Adnan, who fought at the Battle of Pasir Panjang in 1942. Let's move on with the interview. So, Mr. Adnan, thank you for taking your precious time and appearing on our show.
Don't worry, it's my pleasure.
So, Mr. Adnan, why did you join the army? There were other job opportunities.
When I was young, I was a really disciplined person and a firm person in school. So I thought that if I joined the army, because maybe the army was a right job for me because I was a disciplined person and a firm person, a sturdy person. But when I joined the army, I realized that, the army wasn't just about marching or doing drills or training or preparing for war. It was honestly about protecting what you have, protecting your nation and the people in your nation. So I think that was one of the really important parts when I joined the army, and maybe that was the main reason when I was in the army. I thought that that was what that soldier should be able to know, that that's his job was all about.
Glad to know that you do anything you need to protect our nation. Can you describe about your experience of the Battle of Pasir Panjang?
So on 13 to 14 February 1942, the Japanese soldiers first attacked us on 13 February when we were on our previous position. Actually, first of all, we were not at Bukit Chandu at the start. The Malay regiment, we were actually told to go to another position. So around 2 p.m. right, from the southwestern coast along Pasir Panjang, reached I think near Ayar Raja Road. Under heavy attacks by the Japanese, right, we retreated to Mount Echo. I think present day it's called Buona Vista. Yeah. So the next day, right, the Japanese launched heavy attacks on us, and the intense mortar and the artillery fire, we really needed more backup. So we held off many of the attacks, and on the Malay regiment side and on the Japanese soldier side, there were many casualties, and the loss were heavy on both sides. Our ammunition, we were short on ammunition. The Japanese, they lost many. They didn't expect this to happen. I can say that, on our part, we were really strong to hold off the Japanese, but I lost many of my good friends, and so when the Japanese actually progressed from that point, we were told to move into a new defense position. I think that was Bukit Chandu. So Bukit Chandu was actually a crucial position for our defense, as it actually overlooked the whole of Singapore around the northwestern area. So it actually overlooked the ammunition and the British military depots and the military hospital, and maybe that's why I think they told us to go back to Bukit Chandu. So actually, when we were at Bukit Chandu, we were holding our position for a few days, and then the Japanese came. So the Japanese actually disguised as Indian soldiers, but the Indian soldiers, their formation, right, the Punjabi soldiers, is really different from the Japanese. At first, my whole unit was actually tricked, but I managed to see that their formation is different. Their marching formation. So I told my units, clock your guns, we're going to open fire. So we took our guns and we shot all of them, and they were on their part, they were really it was not the right decision in their military by their military, but we were severely outnumbered by the Japanese. So in the end, right, we had a lot of losses on our side, and the Japanese also, they lost many soldiers, but thank goodness we survived lah. Me and my other friend, the rest of us, all of them died. So I think that was maybe one of the special battles I fought in my life so far.
Yeah, that indeed is a horrifying experience.
Actually, that's true, but when you have determination and courage, right, it takes you a really long way. Anything is possible.
That's very true. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our SG50 Jubilee Specials this week. Be sure to catch our interview with Mr. Lee Kuan Yew next week. Thank you.